this place, or palace, belongs to the Lord of Zahar, Eziel. The atmosphere was full of dancing, music, and food. The heroes partied the Bacchanalian way until they realized their food and drink were spiked. Fortunately, they were saved by the prayers of a reverent elephant, Atim. To their dismay, they had bigger fish to fry, or should I say, octopi to fry. Eziol revealed his kink of psionic brain eaters without even asking for the hero's consent. Not cool. Sacrificing the ill-mannered warrior Ahush, maybe next time he'll mind his manners and say grace. Stunned by the scene of the otherworldly beings, the group were stricken with fear at what they had witnessed, but that didn't keep Severo from pilfering the corpses of the tentacle beings. Kayla.
Hell yeah, dog.
Severo from pilfering the corpses of the tentacle beings' victims. With no time to spare, the group fled the I knew I was going to fuck this word, oubliette, coming through a trap door in the back of the mansion. The group eloquently devised their escape plan with brute force and minor pyromania. The group evacuated the mansion, managing to save all the guests with a few casualties before they were met at the doors by their Octopian overlords. What were those red flowers that Cross was screaming about? Will Atim and Bree reunite with the heroes? Who will stand up to our tentacle overlords? Find out this week on D&D.
What? Right.
I don't have an
Nice.
applause button.
Boom.
Yeah, I gotta get that in the music.
We got to find some like epic anime recap music to have playing in the background where I'm reading it.
Old school DBC.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Perfect.
All right. Are you guys in? Let me see if I have the map up right. Are you guys in Roll20?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So you see the main map. We are at 1. So yeah, you guys came out of the castle. You were grouped up with everybody. You spent some time there. You did a long rest, right? We did a long rest. So everyone has their spells replenished and key points, things like that. So you have you guys parted ways with Atim and Bree, 2 other people that had the sigil. Upon parting ways, before they parted, they talked to you guys a little bit about the sigils. The team gave some information, and then Bree mentioned not too far from here, there's a town that has one of the colleges that she studied at, and there is right here on the map 3. She mentioned Farnsworth. That's the town that has a college, and there might be a professor that'd be able to give you some more details that a team wasn't able to necessarily answer. And then they parted ways. They left, and then most of the people that attended the party have all scattered. So it's just you guys now, at your resting point. So I'll leave it up to you guys what you want to do from here. Right now, you're just give a background of where you're at. The landing area right before the bridge. Small town, very very small town. It's like a little village, a couple houses, a farm, and then an inn where a few people can stay. But really nothing for like a shop. There's nothing really there for exploring unless you wanted to go into people's homes. And then around, like right above, you have 8, which is the hills that lead up to the mountains. If you look down, say you're to head south, you have 2 small bridges here that lead to the next little plateau area, into the woods. So you guys kind of you decide on where you want to head from there. You can either follow Bree's advice to go check out the college in Farnsworth, or you can head in a different direction.
I think you should check out to see what the professor has to say.
I would definitely be drawn towards the college, given my backstory.
Yeah.
You head to the college.
Plenty for me to steal there. So we're good.
Yeah, a whole nice little town there for you. All right, so
Pillage.
Pillage.
I'm just gonna have you guys do your travel through. We'll just kind of fast travel. It's gonna take about a day and a half to get there. Uh, it's pretty quiet on your adventure. You know, there's the path is already set up. It's like a road, so there's not really any woods to get lost in since you're heading to this town here. So I'll have you guys do the fast travel. It'll be there. It'll take about a day and a half. Um, and then I will pull it up for you right now. Give me 1 second. So this is Farnsworth. So you'll arrive at Farnsworth from this side here, where there's some farmland here, and you have the whole town has walls surrounding it, so it's a safe, appears to be a safe town. Everybody lives inside. The only people that live out are the farmers that live in these homes here. And you approach the gates. They're open. So Farnsworth, the town is always open during the day. At night, they lock the gates. No one's allowed in or out, without no exception. So you arriving, it's about like 2 p.m. So you still have a little bit of daylight where you'll be able to explore outside of the town and also inside the town. Bree gave you a little bit of a breakdown of what you'll see when you first enter the gate. So the first entrance here is people's homes. The main, I guess the main residence. You'd walk through the town to the like northwest of the town. You have the barracks. So this is where the guards and soldiers live that protect this area and patrol and police it. In the middle, you have the market. So here you'll have shops, food vendors, people selling miscellaneous things. You have to watch out for pickpockets. Uh, just your typical marketplace. You go south a little more, and you have another downtown market area. Um, Similar. There's more shops to check out, more food. To the east here, you have the college. So this is everything in here is part of the college. This is the main campus. Excuse me. This is the main school, and you have some dormitories for people that are staying, and then you also have the library, different farms, and a couple little guard shacks for people the guards that stay there and protect the college. Then over here is the Lord's castle. Um, the Lord of Farnsworth lives here, and all the nobles, people that are in high power or have some command over the military or the college, also reside over here. Only way through is through this gate over this bridge. So you guys arrive, and you're at the front gates, and you're able to come in. So with that description, you kind of have an idea of where you can go, and what you can do. Yeah, you guys can pull your characters there. At the front, there are guards. There's two guards kind of leaning against the wall. They're talking with each other. And then you can see up on the top as well. There's a couple archers just kind of surveying the farmland. They all eye you as you walk up, but no, they don't greet you or turn you away. They just kind of watch as you approach.
Well, I will just casually stroll on in if they're not gonna.
Yeah, they're
I'd be
not
pretty
they're not
determined
going to
on
stop
just
you.
trying to find the college. So
I'm sorry, say it
looking
again.
for book. I'd be just pretty much determined just to try to find the books, knowing that I'm trying to go to this college, trying to get more spells. I need more knowledge to help me with my the book in my backpack that I have questions about.
Okay, so you guys are gonna make a beeline for the college.
I'm gonna
We
go
go to the
find the
marketplace.
criminal underground.
Oh gosh.
I gotta go sell a bunch of the stuff I pulled off all the dead bodies. So
I'm sure we could sell some stuff at that marketplace.
Yeah, head to the marketplace.
Yeah. So you guys are going to the marketplace, and you're just gonna go to the college. You're gonna split up, or you're gonna stick together?
I'd stick with them and then just kind of. I'd probably just be somewhat annoying though, the entire time wanting to continue to go to the. It's like, are you guys done yet?
All right, so yeah, you guys get to the marketplace. You have different kind of vendors. You have food vendors selling fruits, spreads, some questionable looking but claiming to be fresh meat. Um, you have drinks that you buy, and then you also have the building here, which is it's a shop that says Hamza Belter's Magic Shop and more. That's really the only building that looks like it's a dedicated shop. You also have some like the inn and a couple other street vendors. So you're free to talk to whoever you want there.
Catch it.
I want
Does
to talk
anybody?
to the,
Eh, thank you for that.
Say it again.
Sorry, I said something thrown at me. You can go first, Caleb.
I want to talk to the meat market person. I'm curious what type of mysterious meat that is.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna approach him and talk to him.
Yep.
All right. You approach him. The gentleman's a heavy set man wearing a stained what is it called? Like a stained apron, and he's chopping up some livestock. He's cutting up a chicken at the moment, and then on his cart he has some chopped up pieces of looks like poultry, something that looked like is a pig, and some large legs, which you'd think would be maybe a horse or a cow, but you can't really tell the difference without doing some deeper investigating. Would you want to ask him? He looks at you as you approach and nods. Hey, interested in buying some meat?
I'm more so curious about what the type of wild game that you have around here, and if there's anything that we should be on the lookout for, or if there's anything out of the ordinary.
He scratches his the side of his head. He goes, wild game. I mean, it's pretty normal things here. I mean, you have deer out in the woods. In the water, you have the fish. We don't have anything really crazy. I think sometimes there's bears, but here on my car, I just have the things from the farm. We have pig, chicken, and this is old Betsy, one of the cows we just chopped up. Very fresh. All this meat's very fresh. I can promise you that. It's we slaughter the animals and we sell them the same day. This is what day is today?
I mean, today wouldn't it be like July 2nd or 3rd?
Yeah,
Since last week was July 1st
it
in
would be
this time.
like second afternoon time or third. Yeah, we'll go with the third then. What day is it today? The third? Yeah, this is cut up today for sure. I did it this morning. Interested in
Yeah.
buying some?
Not right now. More so interested in catching and selling to you. Would you be interested in that?
Well, you'd have to bring it back, and I'd have to inspect the corpse. I can't make a name. I can't have my name sullied by selling rotten meat. So
Fair enough.
I'd be interested, but you'd have to bring back good meat for me to purchase off you.
Are you big into wild game?
Uh, we don't usually sell it. I'm not much of a hunter myself. He chuckles and pats his oversized belly, but I do some fishing from time to time, and then the farmers out of the town they give me a bunch of things to sell. So, uh, but people would probably buy it. I would imagine someone would in this area would want whatever you can get. If you can bring some deer meat, sure, I'm sure it'll sell. They'll eat anything, he says and laughs.
So yeah, so how much business do you get out here selling meat?
Oh, quite a bit. You'd be surprised. Uh, the nobles already came and shopped this morning. They always get the first buy. We set up out here at about 9, 10 in the morning. The noble shop, the school gets their supplies, and anything left over, the townspeople are allowed to buy. Of course, after the guards get theirs as well. But still, even though this is the meat that was left over, I promise you, it's good meat. It's definitely good meat.
Sure, I'll take your word on that.
But yeah, if you guys don't have any meat to sell and you're not gonna buy, I guess just come back when you do have something for me.
Do you know much about the college that's down the road?
That college, it's yeah, I know it's one of the oldest colleges um built in this country. I know it's been here for I guess forever. Um I mean I've never gone there, but You
Do you know
it's
who the headmaster is of the college?
no, I don't know his name. I never thought to ask. Usually the people that come and buy, they say they're from the college I sell to, but I never actually got their name.
Hmm. Very well.
I know who might know though. He says as he points down the road. There's a shop downtown that there's a market downtown. They sell some weapons down there, and there's an inn downtown. And also he points behind him, Hamza. He knows pretty much everybody. He's anyone that passes through here usually talks to Hamza. So if you're looking for a name, he probably knows it.
And he's just down in the market down south.
No, Hamza's right here. He says he points behind him, and then the market downtown. There's an inn.
Gotcha.
And the innkeeper, they know pretty much everybody as well.
I'd already start be walking towards Hamza.
You guys want to check out the magic store before we leave?
Does anybody need a spear before I sell them all?
No.
I'll sell them all.
No.
Yeah, what items do you have for loot? Did we end up putting it in a loot note, or is that just in your inventory?
Right now it's in my inventory. I gave 1 gold ring to Frost.
Yes.
So I'm playing on my laptop, so I have like one screen with a bunch of stuff everywhere.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so I gave him a gold ring for healing me during that one last fight. And then yeah, I got 1 gold ring, sorry, 3 spears, a ruby necklace, and a bunch of other crap I guess I started with. But who has the highest intimidation in this party so we can get the highest price for these spears?
Yeah, I think you want persuasion.
Just persuade them. I mean,
Persuasion fails. I'm always here.
I think that's distortion.
my persuasion is a 7.
That
Mine's like
is.
-1. So
Oh.
no, it's at 1. So we're gonna give the spears, I guess, to Simba.
We can make our way down to that market real
Alright.
quick and see what we can get.
But first, I want to check and see if that meat is actually fresh.
You're gonna roll a sniff check.
You're gonna investigate the meat. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. What would you roll for that? Give me one
Let's
second.
see.
I think there is
Perception.
an investigation.
I would say
Yeah.
survival.
Let's go with investigation.
Investigation, all right.
See what you get here. So yeah, you investigate the meat and well, let's get a little more specific. Which piece do you have? Poultry, ham, and beef. Which one do you want to investigate?
Let's do beef since you said that was today.
Never trust the beef.
All right, so you investigate the beef and it looks pretty warm, but you can't see anything that would say it's spoiled. So he wasn't lying when he said it's been sitting out since the morning, and it is in a covered little like carriage, but it's not cooled, so it's just kind of sitting there.
Gotcha. Huh.
But from what you can tell, it's not actually rotten yet.
Gotcha. All right. I guess we head to the magic shop.
You guys are going to Hamza's.
Is that the magic shop or that somebody else?
Hamza's
We go to Hamza's, and
the
then
magic shop, yeah.
after him, we can hit up the market to sell the
All right.
weapons and whatnot.
Yeah, let's hit him first.
Hamza.
1 second. All right, so you guys heading into Hamza's. So Hamza's, you enter the. I don't think I have a picture for that actually. You enter the building. It's a blue bricked building. 2 stories. The first floor is the entrance. Where you walk in, you'll immediately see a counter to the right of you where the transactions will take place for selling and buying items. He has a display case in the center with different potions. Let me send you guys this link. If you go into Discord, you can see what items he has for sale here. So, and then dead ahead, you have a table, and on the right of it is a cauldron that is bubbling in pink colored smokes coming out of it. On the table, you see it looks like someone was doing some kind of spell, and then in the back, you have a entrance to a room you can't really see inside of. The curtains are actually closed, and then you have a couple more cabinets with items that are for sale. You have potions that are for sale, and then staircase with a little rope in front of it saying "Please do not enter." And on the counter is a bell, but you don't actually see anyone inside when you enter.
Where's Hums at in the building right now?
You don't see anyone.
Okay, so from what we can tell, nobody's here.
Correct.
I kind of want to walk around and see if there's anybody in the building. To kind of start dialogue.
Don't go ring the bell.
Oh, don't ring the bell. I'm looking for stuff to steal in here on this list.
We're gonna ring the bell. We're gonna ring the bell.
Hurry, hurry.
I furiously slam on the bell, constantly ringing it, waiting for somebody to come out.
Hamza!
I suggest you
So
hurry.
out of the back room here where there's a curtain, it opens up and then out comes a very tiny man. He's about 3 feet tall. You can tell by looking at him that he's a gnome. He rushes out. Yes, yes, I'm coming. And then he sees the party and he goes, "Well, hello, my adventurers. I haven't seen you before. Welcome to Hamza Belter. I am the owner of this magic shop. All you see here is for sale. And anything I can help you with, please do not be afraid to ask." And with that, he slowly waddles his way from the curtain to behind the counter, and then hops himself up onto a step ladder, places his hands on the counter, smiles, and looks at you guys. "So what can I do you for?"
I heard you know people.
"Well, that depends who you're looking for."
I'm trying to figure out who the headmaster of the local college is.
"Oh, the headmaster of Lagson? Yes, that's a good friend of mine, Bofo. Me and Bofo go way back. We've known each other for a very long time. What do you need with Bofo?"
With these nuts.
I have a I have a peculiar situation.
"Oh,
I start pulling out the Elsa's book out of my backpack and I put it on the counter.
Why you sounding all cryptic like?
Hamza looks at it and then looks at you. "What is this? This book?"
Well, it's an experimental spell book, and well, you see, an experimental spell went experimentally wrong. I'll turn to one of the pages that it'd be pretty easy to see. All the pages are just regular looking pages, but there's one specific page in the book that kind of glows purple as I open up to it.
Hamza looks at it and curiously, and then looks back at you. "I'll buy this book. How much?"
Well, you see, this book holds, let's say it holds sentimental value.
He taps on his chin. "I can tell this book is different. There's some kind of magic about it." He stops and looks to his right. "Excuse me. Hey, orc. Come down there. You're not allowed up there. Don't go up there." But yes, this book. Yeah. What exactly you need
Severus
me to
dead.
do with this? He inhaled the pink smoke.
I was actually gonna ask if I could drink some, but
I mean,
gosh.
do you want to try the pink cauldron?
Go for it.
All right, so
What could go wrong?
I'm gonna ask you to roll a d20.
Oh no.
Somebody asked Humphrey or Dave. It's D.
No, just one d20.
You put the slash before roll.
oh, that's right.
Or just R, yeah.
Let's see.
Fancy.
14. Hold on one second.
Oh no.
So you drink the potion as Hamza's oogling over the book, and then he looks over and sees you stop that. But it was too late. You already took a sip. You feel like your body is on fire, and you break out into a hot sweat. Hamza sighs. That's gonna be for sale, but it's not quite finished yet. So you have a very odd feeling. I need you to roll a two d20s.
You want me to do it or are you gonna do it?
You do it. You rolled two d20s.
Oh no. What is happening?
I'm not sure, but I like it.
And roll a single d4. Okay. So he looks at you and goes, Well, it wasn't quite finished, but that's a strength potion. You might feel some weird side effects. But you should get stronger in theory. I'm not sure if it'll work, but it's a temporary potion, so no matter what, you'll be okay. The potion should only last about a day, roughly. But you should be stronger. Just you might be a little itchy. He says as you can feel your body feels like every once in a while you just get a scratch, an itch on your body. No matter how much you scratch it, it won't go away, and then after time, it just kind of fades. So you'll be suffering from the itchies for the next 20 hours.
Perfect.
Sorry,
Hours of that,
the
I'm gonna
next
strip
19
down to
hours.
my underwear.
So he says, shouldn't you have put a lid on that?
As you do.
Well, I mean, do you just walk to people's houses and start drinking out of their cauldrons?
I
gotta
mean,
say,
Trevor
Trevor
does.
does.
you're right, but we have some, really wild folk in our party, as you can see.
yeah, I can see he's stripped down. I don't understand why stripping would make the itch be less, but he
He said I
decided
broke
that.
out in a hot sweat. It's hot.
Oh yeah, okay, well, true.
As
Hey, great point.
as Hamza is preoccupied with
Oh my gosh.
Lucio, or Luco,
Luco.
can I empty my water skin and fill up my water skin with this?
Roll give me a stealth roll.
Whoa, give that to me before you do that then.
Alrighty, I'm gonna empty my water skin. I'm gonna hand it to Severo, and then I'm gonna go over here and just
The
act
floor?
inconspicuous.
I see.
Pour it on the floor.
Dumping water all over the floor in his shop?
Yeah,
I'm
give me a
gonna
stealth roll.
distract Hamza.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Hey,
you got
I
my
have to
water.
ask you to come down those stairs one more time.
Whoa, what's up the stairs? That's so important.
It's my private quarters. You know,
That's
I'm up
he
there.
probably lives there. It's fucking one-story building.
So
Nice.
he's extremely frustrated that Cross keeps going up the stairs. He waddles over very quickly and reties the rope and looks at Cross. Don't go up there again, he says. He points up at you. But as he's doing that, Severo's able to fill his water skin with the itchy strength potion. And you guys have that in your water skin.
What would you like me to call this potion?
We'll call it
Hives.
we'll call it hives. That's fine.
Hives.
All right, it might come.
So
in
Hamza walls back up and stands in front of Luco and Son again. He looks at him and says, "Okay, listen. If you're not going to buy anything, you're not going to sell anything. I'm going to ask you to leave. You guys are disrupting my day. This one drank out of the cauldron. I don't know why he would do that. And the other one keeps trying to go up the stairs. How can I help you?
All
I'm
right,
starting to get a
we're,
little frustrated."
Well,
We're
I'm
not very well
wondering.
acquainted. Sorry.
I'm wondering if you have anything that could help me. I might purchase something if you have it in stock.
Sure.
You see,
Take a, what can I help you with?
so I'm trying to find a spell that can either reverse magic or release something from the book.
Hey, now we talking about releasing anything else?
After we just dealt with the octopus.
Do it.
Hush up, bro.
Well, he looks at you. I'm intrigued. Well, I can probably come up with the ingredients to reverse a spell, but I'd have to know a little more about this spell first.
About what I need done.
Well, you're asking me to reverse a spell, but I need to know the origin of the spell. Is this is it a ritual? Is what kind of spell am I trying to reverse? Is this a curse? Is someone turned into a frog? I'm just trying to understand exactly what you need me to reverse. It's not so simple
Well,
sometimes.
Well, it's an experimental spell that you could say it went right, but not entirely, as it didn't do what it was intended to do. So I imagine the college has a large conduit for magic. Yes?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah. 'Cause
it's not called the Institute of Magics for no reason.
okay. I'm just making sure. I mean,
It got you there.
Chris says,
I'm not sure how old you are. If you remember the arcane Athenaeum. Are
He
you
looks
familiar?
at you. The arcane SNM. This spell has something to do with that.
Why, yes. And then, with that purple page still open, I'll be pointing to. It looks like a sketch of the arcane Athenaeum, but it's extremely detailed for its small size.
He kind of looks at it and can't help himself but say, "Wow!" when he sees it. Oh, I definitely would love to help you with this. Um, 1 second. He kind of he walks and grabs a scroll and places it over the book. He's like, "Do you mind? I just want to make a copy. Can I make a copy?"
You can make a copy.
So he casts a spell and it just makes a copy of the page. So that way he can have that on hand. Um, he says, "Okay, this is gonna probably take me some time. Um, I'll need to figure out the spell that can reverse what you're talking about. I'm going to need a list of ingredients. You'll definitely have to get them for me. I'm not much of an adventurer. I'm more of a businessman. But once we do that, we'll maybe I can help you."
Well, I more or less just need knowledge. I'm not even sure if the spell exists. I'll have to, as the one that was used that caused this, pointing to the book that has the picture of the arcane Athenaeum and the picture of it would just look like an older man above it. Also very highly detailed, but both of the images have a different kind of look to it, almost like a glow or like 3D-ish glow look to it. You see, that's more than just a drawing. That no one ever questioned where the school went.
Well, I've never been to the city. I know it's definitely been questioned, but not by myself. I'm not sure. Never really thought about it too much. I know. How long has it been since that's happened now? I can't even count.
Oh, it's been 40 years.
Yeah, quite a bit has happened since then.
Yes. Well, you see this right here, this is the school. You're looking at it. I don't know how it happened, but
So you're
there it
saying
lies.
the entire school is in the book?
I don't know how it happened, but yes.
This is very intriguing. I'm excited to work with you. What's your name?
Luco Geneves.
Luco. Pleasure. Hamza. He says he reaches out his small hand to shake yours.
I'll shake his hand.
All right. Well, I'll definitely, as I said, I'll start working on gathering knowledge, gathering uh materials, lists, anything I can do to help. It might be a little out of my league, but I'll definitely try. Magics are kind of my thing.
Excellent. Would Bulfa know anything?
Um, Bofo may. Bofo is very knowledgeable, even more knowledgeable than I. He is the head professor after all. But he he more so studies how do I say it? Otherworldly creatures, other dimensions. So he might have some information on there if that book and that drawing, everything there is in another dimension,
Ah,
even though it's in ours still, if that makes any sense. But that's more of his specialty is otherworldly creatures.
do you know if the college dabbles in experimental magic? I know it's somewhat frowned upon after the events at the Athenaeum, but
Oh no. The college, this is the oldest college in the land. They're not allowed to do anything like that. Nothing to put the history at risk. This is such a historical town and historical campus. We would never do anything like that.
ah, very well. Worth checking. I fear that I could not cast the spell here anyway, as if the college did uh, reappear, I don't quite know where it would land in the city.
That would be for an exciting day.
It would be very exciting indeed.
Well, lads and lady, is there anything else I can assist you with?
So
Been most
yes.
helpful.
Not yet.
So yes. Why is everything in your shop so expensive?
Well, everything in here is top quality. I mean, you're in a let's be honest. I'll just cut it cut that like you guys. You're in a college town. This is one of the more famous colleges in the nation. And a lot of people need to buy things for their, school adventures, uh, so on and so forth. So there's a high demand for the items that I happen to procure and sell. Um, but I could always maybe throw a discount your way, maybe like 5-10% if there's something that really interests you.
Uh,
Quick question: that dude that got like straight up murdered at the very beginning of all this. What was? Is he like a king or something?
Ezreal?
Alhush?
Yes.
Or which one?
No. The
As
the dude who got like I looted his body. That dude.
Ezreal was the
Lord.
lord that
Oh,
got
that
murdered by the octopus.
Yeah, so he was the
What is he-
lord of uh the castle that you guys are in. So he kind of owns that land. He doesn't own anything past that.
Okay.
Sonny wants to know more about this immovable rod he has.
I'm sorry, the which one?
The immovable rod.
Hold on. Oh, the immovable rod. Yeah, what would you like to know about the movable rod? I mean, um it's an item that you put it in the ground and, nothing can nothing can push past it. It'd be good for, blocking a path or decoration even, depending on what you want to use it for. Obviously, you could whack somebody with it, but it's more of an item that you would use for if you need to keep a door closed or something like that,
So how does it work?
Oh, well, you see this here? He points at the button on the end of it. You push this and the rod is going to be fixed in place. So you put it wherever you want. You push this, and then the magic that I've imbued in it will activate. And not much can move it. I mean, we can test it out if you want to test its potency.
Sure. Can you show me a trick or something?
Hey, you there? He points across. You look like a strong lad. Come.
Okay.
Oh, I need to test this.
Okay.
He takes the movable rod. He places it down on the ground. Pushes the button. If you can move this rod, you can have it. He says confidently.
Alrighty. What kind of a check do I need to do?
Uh, Strength check.
Fuck.
Let's save. Do click on your strength. It's by itself.
Wait, what's that?
So click on your strength of skill with that skill property itself, like above the big number.
There we go.
There you
Oh yeah, still fucked it up.
go.
So you try and move the rod, and it doesn't even budge an inch.
I let out a little toot.
Hamza laughs. See, I told you, impossible.
Let me try.
No, go for it. You could all take a turn.
I'd like to do an intelligence move just to press the button.
You could do a intelligence check.
Is that different than a saving throw or no?
You just click in intelligence.
Whoa, that's not right, is it?
Those are all saves.
Yeah, just click intelligence.
Thought I did, but it's trying to make me edit it.
It's really the same thing I did. On the left side.
Oh, you can pick header.
Yeah.
What'd you get? Oh, nice. So you push the button, and Hamza looks at you and scoffs. Well, that's cheating, but I guess you moved it. You can have it. It's fine. I'm a man of my word, as you see. So go ahead, take the immovable rod. It's as you see, it has some flaws, but I tell you, you can't move it, and if you don't push that button, it's unmovable. I promise.
Protect
Good
the
to know.
button. Got it.
Put tape over the button.
Cool. Thank you,
Well,
Hamza.
that's the last time I tried and fool your party. You guys seem to be a little more clever than the last group that was in here. No one went for the button. They just puffed and heaved and pushed and pulled, and they all failed.
I don't know about that, sir. I mean, he did drink a mysterious potion.
Well, I can't speak for all of you, I suppose. Anything else I
Alrighty.
can help you with?
I think we're good, Hamza.
Are you giving that immovable rod to Sona?
Yes.
All right.
Whoa
Sona, you have
there.
the.
Making
Oh.
decisions for me.
I think it goes. I think it makes sense on him or her. Sorry.
I could just sell it back to him.
I don't think he will buy.
Walks
how much
out.
Are
the
you
building.
gonna try?
Black
Are you gonna
market?
try and sell it back to him right now?
No, you gotta take that to the black market if you're gonna sell it. But no, I will.
How much is that rod? I even.
500.
Oh wow, expensive.
It's like the most expensive thing on there. Oh no, it's not.
Nah, the robe of I think useful items.
Hope that's all
Just
I had
because
questions
somebody
about.
needs info from him, I won't steal from him for now.
Oh, I
I
have a
need
different.
info.
I have the discount prices up. Yeah, the move rod's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
All right.
Well, have
So
fun,
you
don't break it.
you guys done in the shop then?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Go back to the town then. So you're all in the town. You just left Hamza's shop. Hamza gave you Luco. He gave you his card with a note, and it says it has a little thing on there where if you bring it to a bird and recite the words, it'll be able to fly it to him. So that way, if you have some more information, he could talk to you via travel. It'll take some time, obviously, for the bird to get there, but um, just about the book because he's very intrigued about the book. So he leaves you with that, and then you guys exit. So you're back in the town. You see the meat seller. His meat is looking even better than before. Then you have other foods, wines, liquors, and then little miscellaneous things like rings and necklaces and stuff like that.
I want to go talk to the ring seller. And
The
I
ring
want
seller?
to try to sell my ring, my gold ring.
Okay.
Ungrateful.
So you walk up to the ring center. Oh, hello. How can I help you? Are you interested in purchasing some jewelry?
No, I've got a gold ring I want to sell.
A gold ring. And where's this ring from?
Let's just say
It belonged to a king.
happenstance. We found it.
You found it. Can I see it?
Yeah. Sure, here it is.
They take a look at it and they examine it very closely. And then hand it back to you. Wow, that ring looks like high quality. Where did you come across this ring?
Walking through the forest, just happened to walk by it.
That was
Oh.
convincing.
Wow, that
I'm very intimidating, not smart.
Very persuasive.
that sounds quite lucky. He says, eyeing you over and kind of, you can tell he's judging you. You don't know how, but he's
What, do you
definitely
not
judging
believe
you.
me? I'm gonna roll
No,
an
no, I
intimidation
mean,
check to
Yeah,
persuade him.
intimidation roll.
you're intimidating him. Go for it. He goes, oh
Yeah,
no,
that's
hey,
right.
hey. He puts his hands up. No, hey, listen, I believe you. I mean, you say you found the ring. You found the ring. What? Who am I to judge
Exactly.
a nice, strong, muscly fellow like yourself?
So, how much would you buy it for?
I don't know what to say. It could be stolen, but then again, you are convincing me it's not. As I said,
As I told
100%.
you, we found it.
I 100% believe you that you found this ring, but it could have been stolen and then lost. So that's the only thing that is kind of keeping me from buying it. But if I had to, um, let's say 40 gold.
Cerebro scoffs.
I feel like I can get more for that. Um, Talking
Well,
to Luco, I'm gonna hand the ring off to him and see if he can persuade him for a higher price because I feel like it's worth more. I'm gonna be standing in the back looking intimidating as fuck.
I think that's a separate roll.
are you going to you're gonna yeah, wow. Okay, so he's still staring at you and he's definitely trying to smile and be nice as he sees you. Yeah, of course. What can I do you for? Why are you trying to sell me his ring now? I don't is he just too angry? I don't Zero stands without clothes. And
So, bro, did
why
you
are
leave your
you
clothes at a Humza's?
why are you naked and scratching yourself? Is something wrong with
I
you?
got undies on it. Don't worry about it. Talk to the mage.
As you can tell, they're not all the way put together. It's real. Trust me, you do not want to be on their bad side.
Yeah, I believe it. I'm afraid what that one will do to me. He says, pointing at a cross, and then what'll happen to me after is he says, pointing to the one that's almost naked.
Who's itching uncontrollably?
You got any more purple potion?
Nonetheless, so this ring. I mean, you look like a very scholarly man. You know that this is a pricey ring, but I'm wondering how much you'd be willing to pay for it.
Listen, between me and you, he says as he leans in, looking at Cross, the ring is worth quite a bit of gold. But I have a strong feeling that is a stolen ring. I'll tell you what, I'll buy it because I'll be able to sell it for easily 130 gold. I'll buy it from you for 90. But I can't go any higher than that because if I get caught with a stolen ring, then it's my ass.
What was your name again?
My name is Jonathan.
Jonathan. Ah, Jonathan. Oh, we go back. We go way back, don't we?
Uh,
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
Okay. Can you link that for me?
So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Give me 1 second.
I'm just gonna be like patting him on the back, and with that pat on the back, that's when I'm gonna cast it. So if anyone's like looking, then no, he beat it, so he wouldn't be charmed. But like, if anyone else was looking, they'd see like a little bit, just like a puff of smoke that would hit on his back as I'm patting him.
First heavy breathing intensifies. He's like, I literally just met you.
You just met me. I could. You don't remember the inn?
He looks at you embarrassed. I, listen. That
Oh,
night
Jonathan,
was just
Jonathan.
one time.
We, I thought we said we'd never forget that. Did you already forget that? There's no way you've already forgotten that.
I didn't. Listen, listen. Listen. No, I gave you my price. It's higher than I first offered. Take it or leave it, or you try to sell it somewhere else. But I'm the only jeweler in town that, let me tell you, legitimate jeweler in town. So no one else will give you my price.
Don't worry about it, Elf. We'll find somebody else to buy it.
Yeah, I think someone else would pay quite more for this. It's a shame, Jonathan. It's a shame.
Fine.
Yeah,
The
Jonathan.
true
100.
value of this.
100. As I said, the price is only the cost of the ring is only maybe 120. I have to make a profit. 100, most I'll give.
As I'm walking away from the ring seller, I start talking to Severo, letting him know we've got a plan later on to try to get more money out of that ring from Jonathan.
Jonathan looks at you guys terrified.
Oh, Jonathan. Well, we might be in touch.
Probably
And
not.
I would hand the ring back to Cross. That way he could put it back in his bag, or whoever had it. Forgot
Thanks.
who had it.
Two of these bad boys too.
All right. You guys, where are you headed next? Are you checking out the other shops that are in the town square?
I need to sell these spears.
Spears? So no one at the town square would purchase weapons. There's no weapons being sold on the street.
We'll have to go down to the southern market.
The only spot in the central market that you saw that sold weapons, that had weapons in it, was the magic shop. That was it. No one else in the town central sells weapons.
This town has.
Looks like we'll have to go down another market and harass another marketeer.
I need to go find my fence.
All right.
Wait, sorry, you guys are heading down to the downtown market, or what's going on?
I'm ready to go to the downtown market.
Yeah, we get there.
Okay. So you leave the central market and you head downtown. Downtown's a little you can see it's a little dirtier on the streets. There's more trash. You can tell the residents that live in the downtown are more on the poverty side of living. The houses are more run down. The windows don't really close. They just have like wooden planks that block them. And something else you notice too is a bunch of city workers. They're just sweeping up piles and piles of dead animals, mice, birds, mostly small animals like that, like mice and birds, some rats. Nothing larger than that though. But they're sweeping them into a pile and they're disposing them. So down here kind of smells disgusting as well because you have a lot of dead animals in the street at the moment.
You may want to investigate that beef again.
Knew something wrong with that beef.
I want to investigate the pile that they're sweeping up.
So you're gonna approach the workers and
Yeah.
check out the pile.
Yeah.
So I'm basically just gonna walk up to them and be like, so what do you got to say for all the dead animals right there? It can't be hygienic,
They look at you. This has never happened before. Yesterday, I want to say middle of the day. it just animals started dropping dead, birds falling out of the sky. Um, mice stinking up people's homes. We had to go and take them out. It's something that we've never seen before. I mean, we've seen a lot of magical spells go wrong in this town, and this definitely feels weird to me. We've never seen anything like this, but it's only really affecting uh the side closest to the bay. Um, really really strange. I don't know.
Where's the
So it's not
bay?
affecting. Go ahead.
I said, where's the bay at?
The bay is he points past the castle that way. The farm over there is the crops. The crops are all dying. The animals, yes, thank you. The crops over there are all dying. It's just the strangest thing. It just happened yesterday out of nowhere. We can't explain it.
Is this affecting the nobles at all?
I mean, not that I know of. Their area, I mean, they've reported dead rats, but
Okay.
we've cleaned some birds over there as well, but not the nobles themselves. I mean, they're fine.
Well, I think we should probably sell what we need to sell and then see what's over in those farmlands.
Did I see
Alright.
there's something magical going on by like either picking up a dead rat or something like that?
Yeah, you want to
Just
pick up
like
a dead rat?
Italy.
Just
Pick
like
up a-
Italy. We don't talk about Italy, Taylor.
You're gonna pick up a dead rat?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like either pick it up or if it's just like a giant glob of dead animals, I'll probably just look closely at it to see if there's anything magical going on.
I wouldn't say it's a giant
Anything
glob, but
notable.
it's there's dozens in each pile.
Okay.
There's multiple piles and there's like dozens. It's birds and rats, mice.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably just walk over to one of the piles and just kind of like start looking across the dead
Uh,
animals, see if
give
there's
me
anything going
Arcana
on.
check.
Yeah, you kind of do the same thing, but check for disease.
So from what you can tell, there's no magic involved. At least from what you can see.
Sun goes to their chest as well, which is looking for like diseases or something.
Do you have like a? I guess you can give me nature.
Nature.
Nature check. Sure. See what you got. So, you can tell they all. You can't tell what caused this, but you can tell they all died the same way. All their eyes have black around them, and all their mouths also have like the same like black. It's like a black film. Their eyes, like the whites of their eyes, are completely black, and that is presumably what caused their death. Is whatever this blackness is.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense and see if there's anything evil it's registering.
Can you link Divine Sense for me? I just need to read it. Yeah, so what does it do? You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. So you cast Divine Sense and you don't sense any celestials, undead, or like fiends or demons nearby.
Yeah.
The worker looks at you guys because you're all investigating the animals. As well, there's just a bunch of dead animals. I mean, happens sometimes. I guess they probably ate something somewhere and they all got sick, and it'll get better, I'm sure.
Yep, nothing magical here, and I just start walking off.
Severo stabs one of the rats with his spear and puts it in his pocket.
Of course he does.
Oh wait, okay.
That seems unhygienic. How do we have pockets? You're naked.
So
It's in my
Servo, are you sticking this dead rat in your underwear right now?
Yes, he has to.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So as you stab the rat, the blood is black and very thick compared to normal blood, so it doesn't spill out as you stab it. It like very slowly oozes out.
Oh, perfect. Let's see if I have a bag. I can put it into. Check my inventory.
You could put it in
Oh,
your
yeah.
pocket if you still had your clothes on.
I do have a backpack, so we'll just throw it in there.
Oh my gosh! Now this.
The
Yes.
workers look at you. You're not gonna eat that, right?
Oh, well, I hope not.
So let me get this right. Severo removes the rat from his underwear and then puts it into his backpack.
Yep.
Yeah, make sure you have
Perfect.
that in the recap, please.
Yep, I am writing that book up.
I need to add it to my inventory. Let's see. Dead plague rat.
The workers
Quantity
look at
1.
the workers look at the group. Is he okay? They say as they notice
No.
he's
No.
constantly
No,
scratching
wait.
himself as he
No.
picks up the dead rat.
We're questioning that as well, buddy.
They do notice. Oh no, they don't notice. Never mind. Sorry, I forgot Severo's sigil was on his butt.
It's still covered up.
Still covered.
up, son.
I would like to note this as well that now Severo's underwear are going to be stained with that black blood.
The glute. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so they kind of just go back to working. They have a lot of animals to pick up. As you walk past them, you reach the downtown marketplace. Have some more vendors. They're selling, from what it looks like, some cheaper goods. Bread that looks hard. You can kind of see that the bread looks hard, and that's how hard the bread is. You have liquors, which there's a couple more rare liquors than was being sold up there. You're not sure if the liquor being sold is even legal, or if it was manufactured in the city, or if someone made it in their home. Weapons. There's a weapons cart. Someone selling swords, shields, armors, different things like that. And then someone, he didn't have any of his goods out, but he has a carriage where it's completely sealed.
Perfect. First, I'd like to do an investigation roll on how hard this bread is, and then I'll go talk to the weapons guy.
Yeah, sure. Give me a roll. So you look at it, and the guy looks at you and says, "Oh, you want some bread? You could try it before you buy it if you'd like." And he holds it out in his hand if you'd like to finish your investigation.
As in, I have to eat it?
Well, if that you
Can
don't
I
have to,
detect
but if you'd like
maggots?
to.
With a 7.
There's no visible maggots on the bread.
Nah, he chucks it into the water.
He looks at you, goes, "That'll be one gold piece."
No.
You're not gonna give him his gold.
No.
He
Several walks away.
he calls for guards. Guards, hey, this man just threw my bread in the water, my fresh baked bread. And one of the guards comes up to the group. Hey, you need to pay the man. Whether you eat or take it or throw it, you gotta pay. How much is it? The seller says 1 gold. He looks at you. Well, what's it gonna be? He says as he taps his sword. Damn it. Cross steps up to look intimidating. The man scoffs. Listen, you guys, I've never seen you here. I'm sure this is just a big misunderstanding. We don't need to go down a different road. Just pay the man his 1 gold and move on with your day, huh?
That's a fair point, but how's he going to be charging us for stale bread?
Well, I mean, you are the ones dumb enough to ask for it. I guess he can sell
Well,
what he
I
wants
don't
in
know
this
if I can
marketplace.
encompass us both in that one.
I only threw it because the man insulted me.
Well, what did he say to insult you?
He talked about my mother.
Can we get a check for that?
I need a persuasion check.
Oh, what check? Intimidation check or
Persuasion.
check?
Persuasion.
Check. Oh, this should go well.
Sawyer nudges Luco. Wait, you might want to help
He
them
looks
out.
at you. He looks at you. Then he looks at him. He shakes his head. He didn't talk about your mother. Listen, I'm gonna give you one last chance. Pay the gold.
Sir, you can clearly see that this man is not well. I mean, look at his underwear.
Someone's trying to sneak away.
So to sneak it away.
Yeah.
He goes, "Okay, that's it." And he blows his whistle.
I'm
And,
going to. Can I cast Minor Illusion? Is there like a table nearby?
There's not a table, but there's
Like his.
like the thing the bread was on was like a carriage almost. You know what I mean? Like the back of
Yeah.
that, like a tailgate kind of.
Okay, I'm just gonna. We'll cast Minor Illusion. I'm just gonna say fine. I'm gonna reach into my bag. I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to create what looks like a gold coin, and then slam it down really hard on the back of the carriage, and then
All right.
just kind of start walking away. Be like, "You have your gold."
He looks at you all. See, was that so hard? 1 gold piece. You guys are cheap. And
Shitty
the
bread.
We're all just gonna start walking away.
the guard the guard looks at the baker and then walks away. If these guys give you any more trouble, just call me. I'm right over here.
Oh god.
And the baker
Well
says,
done,
"Oh, thanks, Jim." And then goes he covers up his carriage and then starts walking towards the water. Presumably he's going to be grabbing the bread out of the water.
Gosh.
So yeah, so you guys fooled the guard on that. And then the baker hasn't realized that the gold is fake yet because he went to fish his rock out of the little moat there. So you guys have a little bit of time before he comes back. What would you like to do?
Run.
Get far away.
So you guys are all just scattered?
Well, I mean, we
Scatter.
came down here to sell some weapons. Severo, do you have any weapons you want to sell?
I got some spears, bro.
Let's go talk to the weapon salesman before we piss off the.
How close is the bread guy to this?
Okay.
It's the other salesman.
So here's the bread guy.
Uh-huh.
He's going over here to the water. And this is the weapons.
Perfect.
Oh,
So
right in eyesight. Perfect.
Make this quick, Zephyr.
Severo puts all his clothes back on, so he's not recognizable by the gang.
he will be fooled, but unfortunately the itching might give you away.
Have a peanut butter and crack sandwich.
So you guys gonna try and sell your weapons?
Oh yeah. I got. What do I got?
Yeah. What
Three
weapons do you have?
spears and a dead
Spears?
plague rat.
I don't think it's a weapon.
I don't think they want the playground.
Okay.
We'll use that for biological warfare later.
So you bring the spears up to the weapon salesman. He looks at you guys. Try to sell these.
Well, duh.
Well, I mean they're just regular spears. I have a bunch of them. He says as he points to his cart. Let me see one. He picks it up, holds it in his hand, moves it around a little bit to see its weight. I'll give you 1 gold per spear.
These aren't just any spears. These are guard spears.
Don't tell him that.
These guard
I'm gonna jump in and be like, I'm gonna grab one of the spears and try to persuade him that it is a much nicer quality of spear than what he currently believes.
You're gonna try and persuade him.
Yep,
All right, give me a persuasion roll.
nat 20.
He looks at you and goes, and he whispers, "What kind of guards?"
What kind of guards do you not like?
I don't like any of the guards. I just want to know for what I'm selling them, who they represent, what area.
Are you aware of Zahar?
He looks at you. Yeah, that freaking rich bastard palace. I know of it.
Yeah.
There's the spears.
And you know they man their guards pretty well. So it's a nice high quality spear we got there. A couple of them too.
He nods his head. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Because there's Zahar spears, I'll buy it. I'll buy them for more. I'll give you 5 gold each.
What do you think, Salvo?
Sure, I don't care. I'll get more.
So
All right, you got a deal.
you persuaded this guy for his hate of Zahar to buy these spears. And he gives you five gold apiece. So 3 spears out of inventory plus 15 gold.
Oh,
All right. The guy comes back. The baker comes back. And he places his soggy wet bread next to the rest of his super um, hard loaves of bread, and you hear him yell out, "Fresh bread, soft as ever. Come get your bread." uh, Before he starts reaching for that gold coin.
Well, now that we sold our weapons, I feel like we should go over to the college campus, and also before they realize that that's not a real piece of gold.
All right, you guys heading to the college?
I'm good with heading to the college.
All right.
As I'm
Well,
yeah,
leaving, can I knock off a piece of bread?
And as I
You
pass
what?
by, I
Piss
just
the
did an
man off.
investigation on the bread to see how hard it is.
Just
I'm
poke
gonna
it.
do an intimidation check, and as I'm walking by, I'm gonna knock off the piece of bread and just kind of like scoff at him.
You knock off his soggy bread and you hear it go onto the ground because it was waterlogged. He looks at you, hey, and he goes, I could always say that's seasoning. And he picks up his dirty, soggy bread and puts it back on the table.
Oh God, what in terminus are we dealing with?
All right. So you guys enter the college. When you see the college, you see a nice opening area. You have to your left is the library. Center is the main like lecture hall. You have the guards area on the right and left. They just make sure people entering the college don't cause any problems, and then everyone leaves before sundown. No one's allowed to stay in once the nighttime hits, besides the professors and some students if they have permission. So you enter in. You see the this place still has birds that are alive, and but you can see around all of their eyes the black ring.
Ooh, around all the birds,
Yeah, all the
and they're
birds in
still
the
alive.
they're still alive currently, but they all have that black ring around their eyes.
Can I do an investigation check to see like kind of how they're acting and like why they're not dead yet, but they do have this the black eyes?
Sure. Give me an investigation roll.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, they're acting like birds. They're
That one,
It's a
critical.
bird.
they're walking
Those are-
around.
those birds.
They're pecking at seeds and anything else that looks like crumbs. And then when people get too close, they trying to fly away real quick and then land.
I'll push Cross out of the way and do my own check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where is it?
We can do one more investigation check on them. That's fine.
0.
16. So, I mean, from what you could tell, they're not acting strange. They're not like aggressive. They don't act skittish. They act like they're still acting like normal birds. They have that black ring around their eyes. The whites of their eyes, you notice, are still there. So their eyes haven't turned black. It's just the outer ring. But from what you can tell, they're still just normal birds. No problems yet.
Well, now that we've investigated the birds, we should find that headmaster.
How are you gonna do so? Are you gonna ask the guards? Are you gonna enter the buildings? How would you like to
Probably
find them?
should ask the guards for a little bit of direction.
I gotta do one
Uh,
thing first.
Sure.
What's that?
I gotta go sneaking in the bushes to go commando so I don't get an infection.
That's fair.
All right. Hey, you pulled it off. No one saw you change out of the rat infested goop. So, congratulations on that.
So now he's
Thank
just
you.
no underwear.
Oh no, I'm going commando. But I have
Okay.
my other clothes on, so we're good.
Let me mark that.
All right. So you guys go up to the guards. and go ahead.
So we're relatively new to this town. We were curious where the headmaster was at in this college.
He looks at you and goes, you're looking for Bofo, Breakenbreck? He's
Yeah.
uh he's in the lecture hall. He just finished giving a lecture. He's in between classes.
Um, and which building is the lecture hall?
She points to the one that has flags hanging down. She says, "See that one there with the flags? That's the lecture hall. To the left of it is the library."
All right, thank you.
All right.
We went ahead
So,
and
all right. So you guys head into the lecture hall. It's a 3-story building. The main lecture hall is quite large and has like stadium seating for all 3 floors, so that way people will be able to listen to lectures. And in the center is a large stage where one small gnome stands. They're gathering up their books and putting everything into a satchel before they start to head off the stage, and they notice you all standing there. Uh, they say, "Well, hello. How can I help you, dear students? I thought the classes left."
elf.
Sorry, I was like probably talking to some other students.
I,
Young
I don't know
minds.
these big words.
No, sorry, he was talking to you guys. There's no one else in there besides him.
Oh, it's just us in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Great, the elf.
Are
is
you
talking to the wall.
Bolfo? I do
Why,
that. I talk
why,
to my book.
yes, I am. How can did you need something, lad?
Well, I figure you can help me out with a bit of a problem. I'm sure you've already heard of the arcane Athenium. Um,
Mm-hmm.
long story short, I used to be a professor there. The school got shrank into this book, and I pull out the book. I just kind of like open up to the page, and I say, and I'm trying to figure out how exactly I get the school out of this book, and my father, but that's a later point.
So you're not a student at all, then? I've heard this story. That's what happens when you do experimental magic. It would never happen
I
at this
know.
school. I would never permit such a thing. But alas, we're all scholars here. We're trying to learn things. You're saying you need my help?
Yes, I'm not entirely sure what kind of spell would reverse this curse, one might say.
Mm. Well, unfortunately for you, it's not my specialty. I'm not sure if I'll be able to assist you. Did you talk to Hamza? That's something that would probably interest him greatly. He's a good friend of mine. I'm sure he'd be more than eager to work on something like this.
I did speak with him. He said that you might have some insight, but he also told me that you don't quite practice experimental magic, which is a shame. There's no way to learn apart from trying to grow and, reaching outside the boundaries of what you're willing to do. But nonetheless, that's a conversation for another day.
He looks at you. You can visibly see he's offended, and then he says, "Well, the reason I don't practice experimental magic is the things that I study. If an experiment goes wrong, it could be even more devastating than what you may have caused.
Well,
But
this
if
book literally ate my father and his whole school, so I mean that's quite scarring. But yeah, I
Have a little
understand
bit
what you
of
mean.
sympathy.
what'd you say?
Have a little
Caleb?
bit of sympathy. The man lost his father to a book. That's why I don't read.
He looks at you. Yes. Well, I suppose that's true. Um, I listen. He says it with a sigh. I do feel sorry for that's happened to you. Someone has no idea what they're saying, but unfortunately, that is not my manner of expertise. Um, from what I could tell you, because I have studied the case a little, they're not in another dimension. Um, they're trapped in that book. As I said, I study more dimensions, otherworldly beings, gods, demons, things of that nature. And that book is uh, still in our plane, so they still exist if they're alive. That is in our plane. But that's about as much as I know.
Do you have any more books on this sort of magic inside of the library?
Uh, well, we don't allow experimental magic, so not not to say that spell, but I mean there might be some readings in there that could potentially help, but I not a book that I know of. As I said, we don't do any experimental magics here.
Are we able to check out books from the library if we find something that we want?
Oh yes, of course. Anyone could take a book out, but they must return it either before they leave or within 5 days. We don't want any of our precious materials leaving us.
Can you tell us about all the dead animals?
He looks at you. Oh, yes. That's I've been it's kind of come out of nowhere. It's only affecting the small animals and then the fields where the wheat is grown, all the fields have gone black and died. I've never seen anything quite like this. Um I'm not sure what the cause is. Trying to investigate that myself. Do you guys have
Like,
any insight on that?
if I get you a sample, can you investigate it?
Well, I've already grabbed some samples. It's nothing like I've ever seen, to be honest. I know the birds outside are showing symptoms. They seem normal, but I could see the same lack of a better word, gloop that the others have.
Can you test soiled underwear?
Excuse me, I will
No,
not.
nothing. Forget I said anything.
All right.
So you
Well,
asked, do you say you studied the devils and gods and whatnot?
oh yes, that's my passion.
She asked about the uh she asked, hey, is there any tentacle gods or devils that you may know about?
Oh, wow. I mean, there's quite a long list. You would have to be a little more specific.
I would
Uh,
pull out my sketchbook from all the sketches that I did of both of those creatures back in the mansion and show.
He looks at the sketches. Oh my, I've definitely seen this before. I would there's no way I would not be able to recognize. Where did you come across this? Was this did you get this from one of the books?
It was a dinner party.
A what? He says baffled. A dinner. Is this a painting someone had? I don't understand.
sure, let's go with that.
It's a long story.
I wish.
So you want information on this being here? He says as he points at the drawing.
Yes.
Well, if you want, you can join me in the library and I could grab a couple books of lore and we can talk
Books.
about it. Or I could just go off of my memory from what we have here.
Yeah,
Let's check out the library.
It all
yeah.
depends on how much time you guys have.
Yeah, we can check out the library.
All right, let's go. Follow me, he says excitedly as you all exit towards the library.
To the library.
1 second. All right, so you enter the library. I have a question. Can you guys see the bottom little right corner thing?
No.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Mm-mm.
It's someone's watermarked thing, and I just blacked it out.
Where do we enter from?
So, I'm
Already
sorry.
in the
Give me
middle.
1 second. You guys enter from right here. These are the entrances. Kind of just flip the map around, I guess, if you need to picture it that way, because this is almost parallel with where you guys just were.
Yeah.
So you guys enter and walk to. He brings you up to one of these tables here, and he offers you guys a sit. Give me one moment. I need to grab the books. Give me a second. I have a phone call to take.
You're
Okay.
good. While he's off looking for books, Severo, do you want to go look around and see if there's anything that might be of interest to the elf?
Well, now you're speaking my language.
And it
If
doesn't
you
mean
see
still.
anything that talks about reversal spells, or I don't really even know what else would cause this.
Can you cast a spell that just looks for a phrase for a title of a book? Because that'd be a lot easier.
That's what we got the Dewey Decimal System for.
To do it. Wait, see.
I don't think I would have anything that would help me search. Apart from the headmaster, probably knowing where everything's at.
Yeah, go ask the clerk. I'm pretty sure there's one here.
Is there a clerk? Magic clerk.
Magic clerk on the wall.
No, I don't have anything for like. As a higher level, I could learn like detect magic or something. That would help.
After we finish up here at the library, depending on what we find out about the Octopian lords, I feel like we should go check out those wheat fields next and kind of see what's going on with the small animals.
God.
Where's the bathroom in this place? I'm gonna head off and look for a bathroom real quick. I sure hope that was the bathroom. I want to see if there's any religious texts on Terminus.
Who is this terminus you keep speaking about?
Terminus is the god that I worship and I am the executioner for, with the group of warrior monks. And I'm wanting to see if there's any other texts that I guess other cities or colleges are going to have.
Warrior monks, you say?
Say that again?
I said warrior monks, you say?
Mm-hmm. Warrior monks.
All right. Sorry, I had a work call. Does anyone want to grab food or a drink or anything? Use bathroom before we start up again?
I
I'll go
just
grab a snack, actually.
I just went in where I think is the bathroom, but I'm sure that'll be for the custodial to deal with later.
I'm
Yeah,
currently
there's
investigating the bottom right for copyright infringement. And I got 18.
there's no bathroom in the library, guys.
Uh, oh,
You just find a corner. A loose board in the floor that you lifted up.
well, there's definitely plenty of paper to use.
Yeah, found a book called Bathroom.
That looks good enough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be walking around looking in books, trying to find something, either
I
some
just,
kind of spell that has to do with reversing spells, or some kind of, even if it's not a spell specifically, but some kind of material that is used typically in spells that can reverse magic or release magic from something.
so he wants to know more about the tentacle overlords.
It's being so bad. Sorry. All right. So you guys need a break, like for yourselves, or you guys all set?
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm gonna go grab something real quick, but
Sure.
you guys are welcome to do whatever. I'm gonna be back in like a minute. So
I'm currently eating while we're doing this, so.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
Is it Bofa?
Uh huh.
Do you have any text on Terminus or the religion Terminus or
Terminus.
the termites?
Um, I believe we should have all religions here. Though I don't think I'm familiar with it. Can you tell me a little bit about Terminus?
Well, I'm a part of a group of warrior monks who follow Terminus. We're called termites. And I am the judge, jury, and executioner for this group.
Fascinating.
And I'm just trying to figure out, who all is aware and if the good word of Terminus has been spread throughout this part of the country.
Uh, out of out of character on this. Oops. Do you have Is this religion based off something in D&D, or is it something that you made up?
Terminus is a religion in D&D, but it doesn't have very much information on it. So I want to get a book, and then I'm going to add in some information on Terminus for it.
Okay. Thanks. Um, he looks and says, Well, I give me one second. So he runs to one of the areas of the library and comes back with a book. So I have this, and he lays it down. This is the book that talks about Terminus. I'm not very familiar with this religion. I don't think it's very well known. Um, but I'm glad to have met someone that practices it. And
Not many are aware of Terminus's ways, but soon everyone will be aware.
That was threatening.
uh,
Not
uh,
threatening, just ominous.
yeah, I hope that is not in a bad manner. I hope everyone.
Of course not. Terminus only means well.
But here, he says as he hands you the book that this is the book of Terminus. This is the only information I have. The only book we have in this library about it. Please read, and you can let me know of its authenticity and accuracy.
I'll let you know. I take the book. I don't really open it or anything because I'm not really big in reading.
He says, but remember, 5 days. That's it. That's the limit.
All right, well,
Um,
we'll see.
So we're talking about this, and he says as he goes and grabs another book, and he lays it down. The tale of the sigil bearers. There's many tales, but I will never forget that picture. Um, he says as he opens a book, and he goes through a few pages until he comes across this image again. I It's very recognizable, and the sigil bearers are something that's so prominent in our land's lore, um, I've seen this in only this book. There's many books about the sigil bearers, but this is the only one that has this image. Very fascinating. So you said you've seen a painting of this at a dinner party?
Sure, let's go with that.
Excellent. Well, this person is must be into the lore. The sigil bearers are, according to this lore, the guardians and the heroes of our land. And this monstrosity is one of the demons that looks to, um, well, he's here to take souls and open portals. And then the end. Well, I guess the end result is if they succeed, they summon a darker being, which weirdly enough, no description in the book about.
What's the name of this demon?
Oh, give me 1 second here. I haven't read in this language in quite some time. This demon, his name is Agrotus. Agrotus. Let me put that in the chat so you get the spelling. Yeah, so
Thank you.
Agrotus, according to his lore, he says as he points, you see his finger going down the line of the book as he's trying to make out the language. It's in a language that none of you recognize, but he's slowly working through it, and then he kind of is mumbling to himself. His head's nodding back and forth as he's reading. He goes, "Okay, so this demon, um, is a collector, but he does not just collect anything. He likes gold, diamonds, and well, the main thing he wants is souls. He collects souls. But he's also partakes in riches. He loves gold and diamonds as well, according to lore. I mean, this is all one of the many fables of our land. You know, this isn't necessarily, uh, you know, Terminus. He says, gesturing towards a cross, where it's a religion or anything that we know to be factual.
Is he a demon? Would you
Well,
classify him as a demon of some sort?
well, according to this book, everything here is from another dimension, another world. They've been known to be demons in other lores, known to be monstrosities, creatures of the deep, different creatures. It really depends on your version of the story. This is one of the most prominent stories of our land. Many different versions, many things passed down all the time.
Yeah, that's. He said, all right. What about the other way? She points to the other sketch.
That one, he starts flipping more pages. Uh, well, this one terrifying. Uh, that one is named Yellfire. Yellfire. Yes, I think I got that correct. Yellfire. And Yellfire, from memory, I know is extremely violent. Um, he wants nothing more than pain, death, and destruction. There's no not a pleasant creature.
You didn't say that twice.
Yeah, but I mean, it, I'm just curious. Why are you? Do you want to learn more about all of these beings? Do you want to learn about this? What is it that you'd like to learn? I love talking about this.
I'm mainly just interested in how to kill him.
Well, they don't. They're. I mean, that's presuming they would actually
Hypothetically.
be hypothetically.
Ye-
Hold on. He says as he flips through the book. Well, you'd have to be a sigil bearer. If you're not, you can't kill them. Actually, it's
Ah.
impossible.
Neat.
Um, so I'll give you the the breakdown. These beings are in another dimension, and it's almost like a opposite world of what we live in, and they are the celebrated hosts of their world, kind of like the sigil bearers are of ours. Everyone loves them. Well, these beings are quite the opposite. They're the rulers of that world, but they're also monstrosities, and they're very, selfish creatures. There's actually 7 in total, just like our sigil bears, and they uh they just want to be powerful. They want everything uh absolute, but they also work for, um according to this lore, a ruler that kind of controls all of the land, and they work for him. And if they were to ever cross into another dimension, which according to lore they've done here before, and they've also done in other dimensions, they look to um, collect enough souls, cause enough chaos and fear, and just any ungodly, unholy thing you could think of in the people of the realm, that it's enough power to open a larger portal where they're the true, I guess, for lack of a better word, their true God can come through, and that he will ravage that land and make all his. But as I said, they, according to lore, they've come here before. They were actually defeated by the the 7 sigil bearers. Um, Now, of course, this is all, as I said, this is one of the lords of the land. This isn't necessarily true, but it's a great story. It's one of my favorites.
Gotcha. Do you
Do
have
you
that
have any?
have the book? Do you have that story, the book for it?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Do you have that story as a book in this library?
Yeah, right here. He says as he taps the book that he's reading from.
Any more books like that? Oh, what's
Oh yeah, there's tons of books very similar to this that talk about different different stories. Some stories say the sigil bears are actually going to awaken one day and destroy the world, and the monstrosities will come. Well, in that lore, they're not monstrosities, but the monstrosities will come to kill them and actually save them. I have all kinds of different versions of the story. Which what are you interested in reading?
how many versions you got?
Uh, I want to say there's about 33 in stock.
33. Are they all most of them similar, or are they very different? Or
They're mostly similar, but they differ slightly. But none have the pictures that you showed me besides this one. He says as he taps
yeah.
the book again.
All right. Anything else you know about these sigil bearers or whatnot?
The sigil bears? Yeah, there's so much information in here. Um, the sigil bears have a sigil that marks great power. Um, they gain different things. These sigil bears, some have been known to possess strength, wisdom, courage, luck, riches. Uh, I mean, it was reported once that one of the sigil bears during our time, and this is true story. One of the sigil bears actually was able to fly. Can you believe that? Um, it varies from person to person, from generation to generation. As you know, there was only 7, and when one dies, another one is born. Unless, of course, according to this, a ritual is done where they are uh, sacrificed, and then that sigil is broken forever, according to lore.
The sigils. How did the sigil bearers find out what their powers did?
Well, that varies. Some people found it out in time of crisis. Some people just woke up one day and they had different abilities, and some never came to fruition. They just had the sigil of their life, and from what they could tell, nothing ever came from it.
I'd like to show him my sigil. So I take my shield off, remove my glove, and then I show him and ask him if this is the sigil that he isn't talking about.
Severo ponders going up to the roof and jumping off to see if he can fly.
He gasps, "Oh my!" And then this is a man that's of decent intelligence. He looks at you all. Why are you asking me these questions?
Don't worry about it. It's safer you don't know.
I I disagree. What is happening here? You have the sigil and you're asking me about these demons.
That's
What's
just
going on?
that's just it's
I think it's about time that we let him in on kind of what's going on, what's possibly coming to his land.
So there were these demons, right? And they came. We got poisoned at the party. They came through a portal, killed the main guy. I looted his corpse. Demon liked it.
Makes sense now. Now that you give us more information on Agratus.
Oh my. He says, looking at you, and I don't believe this. This can't possibly be true. This is all just lore. There's nothing. I'm a firm believer in gods and other entities, but this version of the story is only one of many. How can I know that even you, sir, he says across as he shows the sigil, are telling me the truth about this?
Does this look like lore? And Several pulls down his pants to show his sigil.
Damn it, Several, pull up your pants. One of the sigils has been broken because they sacrificed one of the sigil bearers, which is why we are going around finding out more information on this, so that we can either slay the beast or kind of figure out how we can fight them.
He sits down in his chair. You can see he's visibly nervous, and he shakes his head and then rubs the top of his head and his eyes. Oh my. Well, if this book is supposed to be true, then we're all in grave danger. I don't know if this book holds all the answers you seek, but this is about as accurate as anything I've seen. Well, how are all 7 of the monstrosities out in this world? Did you happen to see any others?
No,
Counting two.
Yeah, those are the only 2 that we saw.
Well, if only 2 are out, I could promise you they're going to try and free the others, so that way they could please their god. I feel like according to this, you're the only ones that can stop. If this is to be true, nothing is confirmed. Obviously, this is still just a story. But if this is real, only you. He says, pointing to Cross and Sever. Only you 2 can actually harm these creatures.
It's good to know. It's good to know.
And this is out of character. Bree and team are both sigil bearers too, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that's our 6, and then our 7th was Hoosh.
Hoosh. Yes.
What would be a quick summary of what I just missed? Sorry.
We got the names of the 2 demons.
Okay.
The big one that first came out of the portal was Agratus. He likes gold. He likes riches. He's a collector. And then the second one, the really sketchy one that took over Ahush's sigil, is called Yallfire. He is extremely violent. He seeks pain, death, and destruction.
Yeah, those 2 are 2 of 7, just like the sigil bearers, and they work for a unknown entity that's not in the lore book.
So Sonya
Is it important
asks.
for us? Sorry, go ahead.
No, so Sonya asked, can she borrow the book?
What's that?
So Sonya asked, can she borrow the book?
Can she borrow the book?
Yeah. So I check it out.
He looks at all of you. Well, I feel like this is important for you to know, but this is the only copy I have.
Don't worry.
Let me go to my friend. He can make a copy of this book. It'll only take him a little bit. There's a lot of pages, but at least that way you can have the copy, and then I'll keep the original.
Sounds good.
Another noteworthy thing, Luco, is that now Bofa knows that me and Severo are sigil bearers.
Okay.
I may or may not have pulled down my pants.
He did.
I'm not surprised.
Sure, raw butt cheek.
In all of its glory.
Very, very pale. Um, so he closes the book and looks at you all. These are grave times. These are grave times. I will get a copy of this book and give it to you. You must stay the night. It'll take several hours for my friend to make this copy.
I suppose if he's copying that, could he also copy some kind of book that explains how reversing spells works? Materials, the spell itself, anything to that nature?
Yes, I mean, he has a spell and capabilities of copying any of the books in this library. He's copied many for me in the past, or just pages, excerpts. Absolutely. What did you have the book that you need?
I'll while he works on the other copy, I'll take a look around, see if I can find the book. Do you even know where I might start? There's quite a few cases you'd have here.
Yes. Well, this library is quite extensive. Um, I would say the southwest corner around this area, but be careful. Mimics have actually taken home here before. They've bit people once or twice. It's hard to
Oh,
catch them all.
yes, they are very good at blending in.
Um, and with that, the gnome looks at you guys. Is there anything else that you'd like me to talk about before I leave to get this copy made?
Oh, I'll get it, sir.
Um, can I ask about the like plant life that Zahar has? If there's a book on the plant life for Zahar.
No, I don't have Zahar specifically, but I do have the plant life uh, for our continent, and that will be in this section. He says, pointing over to the eastern corridor.
I need to make a roll or anything to grab the book.
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
No problem.
Anything else before I exit?
Uh,
You think of a spell, obviously there's no experimental spells, but can you think of a spell that might be a good starting point to try to remove my father and the school from this book? I was thinking maybe dispel magic,
Hmm.
but
Well,
I can't think anything beyond that.
my question for you is: Have you tried to spell magic already?
I have not. I'm. I need to find a very open field before I try this.
Ah, yes. You never know what is going to come out when you try. Well, dispel magic, it could work. Uh, I know how to cast that spell, but I'm not sure if it'd work on your particular circumstance. But it's definitely worth trying if you have not already. Um, that spell, he says, as he walks over this way, we actually have that book was just recently returned. He pulled out a book on counter magic, dispel magic, and reversing curse, um, and hands it to you. This should have what you're looking for. Some materials you might need to fetch, and other things will, you just have to read and kind of practice and figure out on your own.
You've been most helpful. Thank you.
No problem. You can put in your inventory. What books have we grabbed? You have the Book of Terminus for Cross,
Yep.
um, Dispel Magic,
Counter curse and
Counterspell.
counterspell.
Yeah, Counterspell, Dispel Magic, and Counter Curse, and then that's the only books people have asked for, right?
yeah, I want to ask for so ask for a book about amulets and voices.
I'm sorry, what?
Amulets, like she shows both of the family amulet. It tells a story about how she was hearing voices at one point.
I don't think I have that. I'm not quite sure what you speak of.
Any, I guess, religious type texts around here?
For which religion?
Uh, that I do not know.
I'm sorry, my child. I am not. Without any more information on that, I wouldn't be able to help you.
That is fine. I'll check with Cross, see what he does.
With the dispel magic, counter spell, and counter curse or remove curse, would those be added to my spells or just the books themselves?
So you're gonna have the book, uh, and in order for you to learn the spell, we're gonna do a roll. When you after you, it's gonna take some time. It'll probably take
Okay.
a couple days of actually like reading it,
Okay.
trying the spells. We'll roll. If you get it a good roll, you'll learn the spell. And if you don't get a good roll, the book isn't gonna be able to help you.
Okay.
Um,
Spell.
so yeah, you'll want to keep that book and be able to read it like during short rests and stuff like that. So with that, he's gonna exit. He says to you guys before he leaves, he's gonna go to his friend Hamza to make copies of the book. The book is in. He informs you guys the book is in deep. So you're gonna have to find a way to
Not
translate
speaking.
it. Yeah. So none of you speak deep.
Correct.
So you're gonna have to find a way to translate it. Um, and he's asking you to stay on the campus in one of the inns for the evening, um, for safekeeping.
Gotcha.
And with that, he exits the library. You guys are free to investigate the library. Um, you can see through the windows the sun's starting to set and it's getting darker. So the sun will be setting in the next hour or two. And the sun, when it sets, it's going to be about like 8, 9 p.m. So you have about an hour of light left.
I would probably just sit down and start reading and probably trying to like as I'm studying it, just translating it over into my spell book to see if I can figure it out. At some point, I'm probably gonna try to combine these into an experimental spell, and obviously, something is gonna go either fantastic or horrible. But who knows?
Yeah, so the first chapter you have the dispel magic, and then it gets into the counter curse. It was dispel magic, curse, and counter spell. So it's gonna go into dispel magic, counter spell, and then counter curse. Those are the chapter orders.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Um,
it's one book together. Gotcha.
it's one book, yeah, one large book. Um, and the read is going to take quite some time. I would say just the first chapter, which is spell magic, is going to be probably two like short rests worth of time. So probably like a full day or two before you're able to actually understand, like get all the text down and be able to
Yeah.
try and cast it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I would just sit down at one of these tables and just start reading. Unless something else
Frost, you're in the section there, so you're looking for the books. Why don't you give me a investigation roll?
Nice.
All right, and then give me 1d20. All right, so you go to the section that Bofo recommended, and you see right in front of you um, the a book of nature, wildlife, about the plants of the continent. Um, it's a blue book with gold trimming, um, and that should have the answer that you're looking for.
Alrighty. Do I need to do anything in particular? Because I'm in particular looking for the red flower that I forgot to talk with Bree about.
Right. So that book has a lot of the vegetation life. It doesn't have everything, but you found a book to start with um, that says like the vegetation um, of the continent. So what would you like to do with that book?
Um, I just want to see if that red flower is of any significance to us. If there's any particular reason why Eziel was growing it in his garden.
Okay, so are you gonna try and you gonna take the book then?
Yeah.
All right. So as you reach out to grab the book, you pull it off the shelf, and the book opens, um, and you see a set of teeth and a tongue open up from the book. Uh, the book that you're looking for is shows itself as a true form. It's a mimic. So go ahead and roll for initiative. Yeah, you gotta click your character first.
Wait a minute. 1 second. Let me see if I'm doing this correctly. Do I just click on
For the initiative thing, the timer or the turn
so,
thing has to be out here for it to pop up.
so I'm clicking on
Yeah, click on yourself.
yeah, I'm clicking on it. I've got it like highlighted where I can look at the red, green, and blue circles, and then I'm hitting initiative.
Yeah, if you're you'd have to get the actual initiative turn thing out here, the little clock thing on the left. So you have to click on that, and then all of us would be able to see it.
Me?
No, Joe, you have to click
Oh, I'm sorry.
the little clock symbol on the left.
Gotcha.
That'll pull it, yeah, there, and then now when you hit your character
There
and
we
then
go.
click initiative, it'll populate. There you go.
Give me 1 second, please.
As the book's teeth like start to show, I kind of like freak out and make a little whimper, and then that's my 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll initiative in 1 second.
No problem.
What is this initiative for?
A mimic.
A mimic.
Oh,
It, yeah. I need to actually make the token right.
I look over at the mimic and then start reading even more frantically. I must learn to spell magic.
Give me 1 second here. I never uploaded the image.
No problem.
I love this picture. Oh, I gotta clear this. You had a 7, right?
Correct.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, let me add you in. Can you roll one more time? I have to redo
Yep.
the orders.
Even worse.
That's fine because I'll keep you at a 7. I just need to
No, you're
get
good.
it back in there. Anyone else joining in on this fight that's near it? Or is Cross going solo against this mimic?
Oh,
I
never
mean-
did.
I'll be involved, but I probably won't. I'll see if I can even hear it. Let me,
How
Probably best that we don't cast any fire spells in here.
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
and I'll roll initiative thing real quick.
Telling you, it's a big fucking roll.
Okay, there it is.
Yep, definitely for the first round, I'm not going to hear anything. I'm going to be deep inside my book, just doo-doo-doo.
All right. So the mimic jumps. It nips at, crosses hands, and then drops the book, and the mimic's long tongue comes out and snarls. Sona, you're up first. You're in, the mimic is here in between Cross and you.
Gotcha.
I mean, here you're crosses in between you and the mimic. Sorry.
Gotcha. I'm gonna move forward and just try to kick it, I guess.
Go ahead and just use like an open hand attack then for that, unarmed.
That is
Give me 1 second to pull up the mimic. Okay, so that hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
damage.
You click the word
Oh,
monk
yeah.
unarmed strike underneath. Yeah.
That's fine because you attack twice anyway. So go ahead and click the second attack.
Yeah.
So 8 and 6. What is that? 8 and 6 is what? 14.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Luco, you see Sona come up and kick this book around the library a couple times. You're are you gonna continue reading or are you gonna see what's going on?
Oh yeah, I'm going off my last perception. I would not be paying any attention to that. I'd be like, "Why are you kicking the book?" and just go back to reading.
All right.
That's not
I'm
how you
doing
get
nothing. I'm not
knowledge.
moving.
Cross, you're up.
I'm gonna smash my glaive into it.
Jesus.
Ooh, critical hit. I fucking my glaive goes above my head, smash it right into the top of the into the top of the mimic.
Breaks the
Um,
mimic, breaks the floor.
the mimic's kind of stuck on my glaive, and then I gotta put my foot on it to pull it out.
It starts wiggling around while it gets slashed by this giant glaive. That did all this damage to it, and it gets free and then snarls and it attacks. It goes to bite Cross because he's the one that disturbed it from um its slumber.
My AC is 18.
Did I do the right thing here? Hit is okay. So you have 18. You said.
Yep.
All right. So it doesn't. It goes to bite you, and then it bites onto your. It like hops on the ground a couple times and bites onto your leg, but the armor on your leg is too thick and doesn't end up penetrating, doing any damage, and then it kind of hops back and falls back. Sona, you're up. You're up.
Upper kid. I mean, I would take my quarterstaff and hit it like a golf ball.
What are you gonna do? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Take my quarterstaff and two-handed and hit it like a golf ball.
All right, go ahead and just go ahead and swing the quarterstaff. Oh my
Ooh.
god. Go ahead and click
Critical.
for damage. Jeez, you guys are killing this book.
Gosh.
So another 8 and 6.
Yeah.
15.
We go just hear us just going to town on a book.
Slam.
Oh boy. Hold on a second.
Well, I guess we'll see if I do hear it or not.
All right. So the book, you hit it so hard it actually flies past Cross and lands over here, a few feet away. And then it's I love Office Space. It's a good movie. Luco, you're up. You just saw Sona
Yeah.
use her her quarterstaff as a golf club and smack this book across the floor.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there, sitting at the table, and then all this commotion is going on. Can't you see I'm trying to read? Oh, I look up and I see this book with teeth flying across the library. All right, let's see how far I can get. Let's see how far. 40. All right. I'll walk on over to here.
Okay.
Just trying to read my book, and then.
And
I
during
will-
this time, Servo, what are you up to? Because you're not in combat, so you kind of can be doing something here. But just so I know, what are you up to right now?
You know, I'm pretty sure I'm just doing nothing because these books are interesting.
So you're just walking around judging all the books, saying these books suck. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything I can steal in here or not, but
I mean, you can steal books. That's really all there is.
Yeah.
There's like candles and stuff, but nothing of value. Besides potentially if a book is of value, but no like small items that you'd be able to put in your person to take worth value.
I will just move over here to see what the hell is going on. Be like, why is this taking so long? Why can't we leave?
All right, Luke, that ends your turn.
I'm gonna cast magic missile
Okay.
at this thing, and then let's see. How does this thing go? Because that's just one of them, right? Yeah, that's just one of them, and then I have to click this 3 separate times. That's annoying. All right, there we go. Does the book have teeth though?
Okay.
Anyway,
Voices
so,
library as well.
yeah, so I'm just gonna come around the corner and pull out my quarterstaff, and then as I swing it, 3 separate little they're almost like blue arrows come out, kind of swirling around and strike the book. 4, 7, 8, 9.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Poppy, you're a dog.
All right. The book flops around on the ground. It's just getting beat up, pelted, and mistreated. It looks up and snaps again at Cross, and Cross, it's your turn.
I'm gonna give it the old slasheroo again.
Does that hit? Yep. It hits, going 13 damage. Okay. So the book snaps at you, and then you pick up your glaive and go ahead and you do the finishing blow. You can describe how you decimate this book.
With one final blow from my glaive, slice that book in half. Both sides just kind of shoot out a couple feet from where it was originally.
Ink and paper flies through the air as the book lets out its last breath and dies, and it kind of dissolves into the ground into nothing. And the mimic is no more.
Well, that's the last time I go grab a book.
You guys did a shit ton of damage. That thing had a lot of HP though.
Yeah.
But those rolls were huge. Everyone had huge
Yeah.
rolls.
Yeah.
Poor mimic. Okay, so behind that, where the mimic was, you'd see the book was pushed farther back into the shelf that you're actually looking for. And you can go and take that. So that book is called Herbs and Flowers. And it's just a compendium of different plants that reside in the continent. You'd have to look through the book to actually be able to find it. There is an index in the book. It's in common, and in the index it says chapter 14 has flowers. So you know what chapter to look through. You just don't know what page it might be on. because you're gonna have to identify through the book actually what the flower is by picture.
So we didn't really get to actually see what the plant was. I just knew it was a red flower.
Mhm.
So we won't really be able to do much until we meet up with Bree again.
Yep.
Or okay.
Yeah, so you'd be able to look, and since you know it's red, anything that's red, you can kind of like mark
Okay.
to help you be able to limit it down. All right, you guys done in the library? You're gonna continue searching.
I think I'm good with books for now.
Yeah,
I'll just be
since
reading until everyone
we-
leaves.
All right.
Good.
So you leave the library, you go back to the main hall. The lecture hall is now closed. The library is still open, but that'll be closing soon. The sun's setting. Um, I'll pull you to the main map again. So inside of the campus, there's an inn here that he wanted you to stay at while he's doing the copies. Um, it's up to you guys on what you want to do. Just know when the sun goes down, this gate is going to lock along with all the other gates in the castle. I'm sorry, inside of the city. So if you want to stay in the city, you can. If you want to exit, now's really your last chance to do so before morning.
What's keeping us from using the waterways to get back into the city?
Just guards at the entrances. Otherwise, I mean, there's you see those like different posts. You can it's off map here, but there's another like tower that's kind of like this one overlooking like the water entrances. Um, and then this one actually has a gate on it. But for the most part, it's just watchtowers.
Well, if anybody else is down, I wouldn't mind going over to the wheat fields and then trying to sneak back on.
How tall are the walls?
The walls. I mean, at the highest point, which would be up here, it's got to be at least 5 stories because it's about the same height as it's a little bit taller than the buildings that you're just at. And this was 3 stories.
Gotcha.
So just from eyeballing, you tell it's quite tall.
I think we could slip through this little area here, and then as long as no guards spot us on our way back, we'd be good.
Or bakers.
Or bakers. That motherfucker's got an
Questionable.
eye out for us.
I'm just out of character. How high can the character jump?
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys also got experience for killing the mimic. It's 450 experience.
Sweet. So I'm at 850 total now.
And that's for everybody, even though you guys didn't fight. You guys are always gonna split get the experience together.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So 850 is what it should be at.
Yeah, everyone should just be at 850.
Gotcha. Oh, and out of character, how high can a character jump?
One more time.
Is it how high can a character jump?
I forget. I think it's your movement divided by something.
What about 2?
Uh,
Sure.
so movement, high jump. When you make a high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, 3 feet.
So depending on what your strength modifier is, it's 3 plus that.
Okay, so yeah. I was at
So
2.
not 5 stories.
Yeah.
Try it.
So we can either wait inside of here until all the gates lock, and then wait until the morning, I suppose, to get the spells and whatnot from Hamza, or we can go out and explore.
Yep. Leaving that
Or
up to you guys.
Criminal underground. Sun.
Have you had any luck finding any underground areas?
Oh, I know where all of them
Would you like to take us to one?
I'm very experienced. Do you guys have hoods?
I don't.
I'm wearing a cloak, so yes.
Really?
Red Cross might be fine. You
Hi.
don't want to be recognized. And keep your hands in your pockets.
How wide's the river?
Sorry, one more time.
Let's say, how wide is the river?
Are you gonna try to jump it?
Could be.
The river is, let's say, about 20 feet long, or we'll go with yards, like 20 yards long at some points.
So pretty long.
Like the water flowing through the town is definitely more narrow than when you leave the town.
Yeah, total rock right here.
Yeah, from what you guess, it's about 20 yards.
Gotcha. I mean, you can always just set up a camp outside if we can't get back in.
Unless we sneak back on.
But yeah, if you want to check it out.
Come.
You guys are leaving?
Everybody in favor? Time to shit or get off the pot.
All right.
I'm doing what exactly?
We're gonna go investigate the fields.
Yeah, so there I was saying before, if you missed it, they don't lock all the gates once the sun goes down, so you won't be able to enter or exit. So if you wanted to leave, you have to leave now, or if you want to stay, you just stay till morning.
I mean,
We could
I'll
also
probably.
just stay till morning.
I mean, I'm gonna go check out the criminal underground because they got some things I gotta do.
Okay. Do
They
you
got
have
some people I gotta meet?
can you your character sheet, you have as one of your things that you have? Let me look for the criminal underground.
Yeah, I'm a criminal. I think I'm a smuggler, maybe.
Smuggler.
Is that the thing where you just get to know where pretty much everything's at? Criminal stuff, at least.
Well, I mean, there's also the thieves' can't thing, which says that you can read codes. So if there's any like writing on buildings and stuff,
Ooh.
then you can easily find buildings or what dangerous territories and stuff like there are. Is there a way to put that in the chat for you guys?
There you go.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Okay, so you're gonna try and find if there's any messages in the town.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll a d20. I'm gonna have you limited to like the area you're in, so it's inside the campus. All right, so on the I'm just trying to make sure I have this right. So on the side of the library, you see a kind of like graffiti, and to the naked eye, it looks like it'd almost be caused naturally. But because of your background as a thief and a rogue, you know, um, it's actually saying that there's a safe haven, a safe, I would say, entrance to an area just inside this campus, and it's leading you to this area here. That's kind of what like you can get from um the symbol that's on the wall. So if you want to investigate that, you can.
Oh yeah.
right, so you go and you see a house. Looks pretty ordinary. Nothing to the naked eye that people would think is different, but you see that same symbol marked on that house again, um, right on the side of the door. Uh, what would you like to do?
No, we're going in the house.
How are you gonna go in? There's a front door, two windows on either side of the door, and then if you want, you can investigate around the side and the back of the house.
Well, if it's anything associated with the Thieves Guild, we have a special knock.
All right, so go ahead and if you'd like, you can go up to the door and knock.
Right.
So you knock, the door cracks open, and no one says anything or responds. Just as you do that knock, someone inside the house cracks the door for you.
What's up, brah?
You gonna enter the house?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you enter the house. As you're doing this, the sun's starting to set. The guards begin locking the doors, and one of your brother thieves greets you. Hello, travelers. Hello, brother. Welcome. Um, are you seeking passage? Safe haven? What is it that you need?
A place to stay for the night. I got some stuff I gotta sell. Or fence.
Uh, well, the fence. We'll need to go to the downtown market. I can get you there through the underground tunnel that goes under the river, but no one will be there to sell at this time. Um, but in the morning we can go, and you're welcome to stay here. Obviously, for safety, and if you need any more information or traveling, I could assist. Just let me know what anything I could do.
Perfect. We'll stay here for the night then.
I agree.
I'm okay with that.
Part of me feels safer in the thieves' den than in the free housing we were given.
All right. So you guys gonna do long rest?
Sure.
I think that's where we'll call it then. If you guys are gonna do a long rest.
Sounds good.
So yeah, you'll rest, and then next time we start, we'll go into the morning of here. Did you guys level from that mimic or no?
Nah.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
Nope.
We gotta start killing some rats in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Rant.
So just to give you guys a little bit, this thief's den that you're in, he has underground passage to anywhere inside the city, so he can get you into the guard barracks, the castle. Obviously, you're already inside the campus, so the entrance is in that house, and then he can get you to downtown as well. So you guys do have thanks to Servo's contacts, you guys have a way to be able to travel around the city undetected of guards until you come out of the exits.
Cool.
So that's some of the information that he shared with you.
Perfect.
And then, from what you know, Bofo is just met with Hamza, and he's starting to. Excuse me, he's over here. He's starting to work on the copies of that book, all the pages, and that's where the story ends for today.
Cool. All right.
Noise.
So I'm going through correcting all of my spelling errors.
Yeah, if you need spelling on anything, just let me know. Looks like
Will
he
do.
posted it. Because I have my own little like note thing that I have.
Come. Alrighty. Well, I think we've got quite a few options the next time that we come back.
Yeah.
This Thieves Haven really unlocks a lot of potential for us. I'm definitely interested in checking out the castle whenever we get back.
Dealing stuff.
We're gonna
God, no.
sneak into the castle. I already know. I was like, yeah, I'll follow you guys around. I'm just gonna keep reading my book as we do it, though.
Oh, and Servo, you're still itchy overnight, so you're not gonna get a very good night's rest. But
I'm used to it.
Been going on all day.
You need to
I think
wash
by
your
the
clothes.
time the long rest is over, you should pretty much be symptom free, and then you'll lose that strength bonus. It was just +1 to your strength, but you didn't really need it for anything. So when the long rest is over, you'll lose the itchy symptoms, but overnight you're gonna continue to have them. But yeah, it was. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, a little less action this time. If you guys want more action, just let me know. I could always make that more prominent.
Or I can just piss all the guards off. Just let me know.
True.
That too.
I think we have a good balance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
we'll
true.
make some action.
Hey,
Did
had
we ever
bread action?
did we as I say, did we catch the
Yep.
name of the baker?
His name was Jim.
No,
Ooh, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
No, that was the ring
no.
seller.
Jonathan's the jeweler.
Yep.
Jim was the guard. You didn't catch the baker's name.
Oh. Unfortunate.
Well, we'll find out who that baker is. He might be bad, might be good. We'll see.
He's gonna be
He,
pissed
he
about that
definitely
one
has
gold.
not good bread.
That's the most villainous thing. Alrighty, well, good shit.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's
What's
good.
up?
I like that.
Someone say wait.
Is it Brandon?
No,
Oh.
Oh.
is that sweet?
Oh, okay.
Oh. Alrighty. Well, y'all have a good night.
Yep.
Yep,
Good
you
night.
too. I'll
Likewise.
talk to you guys.
It's fun.
We'll set up for 2 weeks from now. So
You got it.
The 29th, July 29th.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
29th, I will be in Hawaii, so I will.
I'm gonna be balls deep in some books.
You guys want to do 22nd or the 5th?
I can do the 20. Oh no, wait, no, I cannot do the
Second, I'll be
22nd.
gone
Yeah.
for the wedding. I might be able to still do the 29th. I would just have to do Discord from my phone. I wouldn't be able to get into here,
Okay.
so I could kind of like partake in parts here and there, but that maybe be about it. Or if anything,
We
if
also
you
just do
guys
side
just want to do
quests.
one the 29th, then actually yeah, because then 7, so it'd be 2 p.m. there, so I'd probably be busy anyway. We could even
No.
just do it where I just spend a large amount of time sitting in the thieves.
And reading.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
reading books. Like
Read,
just,
read up on the spells.
yeah, because I've got a lot to read. So if it's gonna take 2 short rests to get through it, then I could take that time to just
Yeah.
read all day. So
All right. Sounds
I'd
good.
be
Then the
perfectly fine with
29th,
that.
we'll set it up for the 29th again, 8 o'clock
Sweet.
Eastern.
Sweet, and then I'll just catch
Gotcha.
the recap when I come back to see whatever shenanigans you guys got yourselves into.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Sounds
Y'all have a good
good.
night.
Yeah. Good
Likewise.
night.
Later.
Later.
Peace.